It's been a joke to him this whole time. This whole time it's been a joke. I told him that I'm the main character, that I'm a generational talent, that I'm a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. I'm everything that he will never be. Do you understand me? So that's why I did what I did. You know what? I got something for you. I got something for him. It's going through his head. It's my world. Gianni Michael Enrico is living in it. I run it all.
Woo!
Megan.
Yes, I'm here with the...
Don't ask any questions.
Winners.
We're gonna tell you what's happening around here. You know why? Because we beat the first generation. And you know what that means, boys? We all get title shots next show. So, members only, 2-time,
First ever.
Ryse, tag team champions.
Whoa.
We never lost them.
Ryse World Tag Team Champions, because that's what we made them when we took them out of the country.
Got that right.
For this man right here, the man that was made for this business, that Ascension title is going to look great around your waist, Shaw Mason. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go!
And as for me, Megan, the one you call daddy, the one they all call daddy, I'm going to take that Ryse Grand Championship, I'm going to frame it in my office, and I'm going to make sure that all these morons in Uniontown remember that the 27 Club comes in, wins gold, means business, and that's all you have to know about that. Now let's go party, boys. And Megan, why don't you come call me daddy?
Hey.
Hey. Your shoes untied. Your shoes untied. Shoes untied.
You gotta look.
Here with Sonny Vice. Sonny Vice, it is your second match back to Ryse. How do you feel?
Feeling great. I'm back and in living color here. And the crowd seemed pretty happy to see me, and I was pretty happy to see them. Comeback couldn't be any better than what it already is. We're 2-0 back at Ryse, undefeated, baby. And, yeah, just happy to be here. And if you're wondering where to get this sweet pup, just go to Pro Wrestling Tees and look up Sonny Vice and go get yourself one of these sweet shirts.
There are many athletes that talk about putting in the work, putting in the quote-unquote grind. But when it comes to putting in the work, when it comes to really grinding it out, Christian Noir may be the hardest working man in Pittsburgh professional wrestling. To Noir ahead of our opening bell. Of course, remember to subscribe, like, and comment on this championship collision. Ty Cross, you can feel the energy in this main event matchup. So much history, so much past between these two competitors. And let's not forget the last time these two collided at the Ryse Rumble in 2023, it was Christian Noir victorious for the Ascension Championship after a barn burner contest. For the rematch here this week, the stakes are even higher as the Grand Championship is on the line. And Ty Cross, you're a former champion here. What is it like when you have a rematch with an opponent?
Well, and I've mentioned this in the past with some of these great rivalries. What you plan for is for your opponent to know your counters. So then you're countering counters. It's very chess-like when you're in the ring with someone that you shared multiple matches with.
A lot of high-level stuff.
Very much so. It's all above board. You're really trying to plan for what your opponent doesn't think you're planning for.
And that is the championship caliber that you're seeing here in this matchup. There will be no fluke victories here. We will have a definitive decision because these two will not let an opportunity of this magnitude slip through their fingers.
Expect to see some maneuvers that you don't often see out of both of these competitors because that goes back to game planning for what your opponent won't expect you to do.
And Cowpoke Paul, a 2-year pro. Christian Noir, I believe, 7 or 8 years under his belt. And you have to wonder if that experience advantage may be the deciding factor here. As the shoulders are down just temporarily, Cowpoke transitions to a front chantry to control Noir. Noir sits out. A gator roll nicely done. And that's what I'm talking about. Will the experience advantage be the key factor for Noir going forward here?
Experience is going to play a big role in it. We've seen Noir get close to the mountain before. Winning that Ascension Championship was such a huge win for him, such a lofty goal that he had set for himself. After, look at the biting there to the hand, not very friendly. But we've seen Noir get so close to the top of the mountain so many times. Is this going to be another fly too close to the sun but ultimately fall situation?
And as much as Cowpoke Paul really loves this Ryse faithful and really loves to interact with and entertain the audience, you can see the very serious demeanor of Cowpoke. He understands that Noir is a true threat to the championship. And the animosity may be ticking up here. Noir caught him.
Cowpoke Paul also in the ring with someone that has a win, a very definitive win against him. So this match is going to be very serious for Paul.
Cowpoke throwing those body shots, changing levels. That's very smart. Tilt-a-whirl. Noir put on the brakes. And Noir using his weight advantage to just bull rush the champion.
Cowpoke was a little out of sorts there. I think Noir gave an extra shove, push it off when he was able to counter that head scissors maneuver.
And again, Noir just using that power. Louisiana strong is the writing on the wall. Champion may be a little frustrated here. Paul's going to take a minute to try to reset, to gather himself. And that's very smart because if Cowpoke allows himself to become too frustrated, he might make that critical error.
Now we're going to reset. Back to square one. Cowpoke Paul wisely taking a minute to kind of get things back under control here.
It's very very smart. Cowpoke is really showing that he is growing in the role as the champion because he knew he needed a second to reset. Didn't want to get caught in any dangerous predicaments. Took a timeout to reset himself. And now we're at the test of strength, the Greco-Roman knuckle block. Favoring the challenger here. Shoulders were down. Cowpoke has to expend the energy to get those shoulders off the canvas.
Cowpoke using that core strength to fight back up. Very impressive.
And the momentum continues to shift here. Good neck strength. Nice bridge from the challenger. Go behind by Cowpoke. Noir hangs on. Duck under.
Beautiful arm drag.
Cowpoke returns the favor.
Cowpoke put on the brakes.
Beautifully done. A true example of championship competition.
Now you got to think, Ryse Wrestling, we're not a points-based wrestling system, but you got to think if we were scoring this fight right now, right down the middle, 50-50 scoring here.
Absolutely, and we knew this one would be evenly matched. We knew that from their matchup last year for the Ascension Championship. That matchup last July is a match that many fans are still talking about. And did you notice this time it was the challenger taking a second, rolling to the floor, resetting his game.
That's just smart wrestling. And now we're going to see Christian Noir go into maybe some mat-based amateur wrestling. And that's what I talked about earlier. You're going to try to go to the well of things that you don't often do.
Yeah, Noir tried to shoot for the leg. Paul had it scouted. Cowpoke trying to tie up Noir like a pretzel. A little insult and a little injury right there. And from a psychological standpoint, maybe Cowpoke is letting Noir know that he has the advantage.
Christian Noir, not someone that likes to be made a fool of.
Cowpoke charges. Up and over, and the Cowpoke goes all the way to the floor. Noir launched himself, but Cowpoke avoided the contact. And what a knee strike right to the jaw.
Let's win it inside.
The action spilling to the floor, and things are getting more and more dangerous as Noir crashed and burned on the concrete on the outside. Noir fighting back with a sense of urgency. Noir slightly favoring, I believe, his ankle or his knee after that dive. And as the violence escalates, this may evolve into a war of attrition. And they're exchanging fisticuffs. Our Ryse Media cameras are going to bring you all the action. Quite frankly, Ty Cross, I'm glad you're not over here.
Absolutely. You always think you're far enough away until they get towards you. Wait, oh, wow!
Interception from Noir, and he plants Cowpoke on the edge of that apron.
Big time Uranagi on the apron.
And these are the fisticuffs as Noir going to try to rough up the champion. Cover here finds 2. Make no mistake about it, Christian Noir has always had a bona fide mean streak.
You see referee Nick Brown going to let a lot go tonight. Doesn't want this contest to end in a disqualification, but I think biting was the limit there.
Referee Nick Brown, one of the best officials in Pittsburgh. A quick shout out to Bobby Williams as well. Another great official. As Noir continuing to pull on the assault.
Huge suplex.
Lateral press here. Finds 2.5.
And now that things have slowed down and Noir is grinding down the pace of this matchup, he looks fantastic. Utilizing that power, slowing down Cowpoke Paul.
Again, when you box Cowpoke into the corner like this, it really doesn't allow Cowpoke any space to create any offense.
That's what you want to do, Jim. Like you said, you want to limit that space. You can see a mistake there by Christian Noir was letting Cowpoke Paul get enough room to counter his offense.
And you're seeing what Cowpoke can do from creating that space. And he may have noticed the same thing that we did, that Noir was favoring that knee. Bulldog off the top.
We see Cowpoke Paul going to the knee.
And this may be the chink in the armor. This may be the opening. This may be the difference maker in the result of this contest.
Cowpoke Paul showing a little bit more aggression than we're used to, but that's what you have to do. You have to switch up your game plan when you're in there with someone that knows you so well. And this is the championship. This is the title that Cowpoke Paul fought so hard to finally achieve. So Cowpoke Paul pulling out all the stops here, going right back to that knee again and again. Such smart tactical wrestling here, but not something we're used to seeing. Paul is a very interactive wrestler. You don't often see him on the aggressive like this. You see him interacting with the offense that someone else is giving to him. Wait, we can see a pin here. So for Paul to be the full-on aggressor like this is not something we are used to seeing here in Ryse Wrestling.
2.5.
Cowpoke Paul usually so reactive in the ring.
I believe we're seeing again a sense of frustration from Cowpoke because he's digging deep in the playbook. Now going to twist and contort the neck of Noir. As you said, Ty Cross, trying to pull out maneuvers and tactics that you don't normally see because these two know each other so well. Noir ducks.
Wow, what a super kick. Paul goes all the way to the floor.
Wait, who the hell has a chair? It's Meg Myers. She has no business out here. She has no business being involved at all.
Noir's telling her to get out of here.
The kamikaze gets intercepted.
I think Christian Noir wants to win this title straight up. Christian Noir wants to win this title with honor. Telling Meg Myers to get out of here. Wow, what a right hand.
Could Noir be out here?
See, I think the victory that Christian Noir has over Cowpoke Paul, I think it's looming in the back of Paul's mind. We're seeing this aggression that we've never seen from him before, and I think it's that victory hanging over his head that Christian Noir has over him.
I believe you're correct. That is the mental side, the psychological side of professional wrestling.
When someone beats you at the absolute top of your game, the way Christian Noir did, here we go.
And the Bayou Bully is just running over the champion.
Big headbutt.
Had the arms trapped. Paul had no way to protect himself. And a rare miscue from Noir. But he hit it that time.
I think, I can't even say anything, this action's going so fast. I think Cowpoke Paul got a shot in on the knee when Noir went for that Rough Rider.
I believe we're at a virtual stalemate here, Ty Cross. The first man at their feet could have a definitive advantage in the conclusion of this contest. Who is going to walk out of Uniontown as the Ryse Grand Champion? How bad do you want it? We're going to find out before we go off the air. The challenger is staggered, but he intercepts the champion. Cowpoke shrugs him off. Or ducks under, as does Paul.
Wow!
What a lariat! Took Noir out of his shoes.
That was the most shotgun lariat I've ever seen from Cowpoke Paul. Noir able to get the shoulder up though.
The champion has to be asking himself, what does he have to do to retain the title on this particular evening? What is it going to take on this night to leave Uniontown as the Ryse Grand Champion?
I think all Paul has left in his repertoire is that Dust Bowl DDT. He's hit Noir with everything else he has.
Puts on the brakes. And Paul got planted, hooks that leg.
Man, I love a nice spine buster. And that was gorgeous, perfectly executed.
Inches away from a new champion, Ty Cross. Those pinfall attempts have been getting closer and closer.
And Noir's gotta believe, I beat you once, I could beat you again.
The Grand Championship.
Wait, now Pagasa with a crowbar.
What is going on, Ty Cross?
They're trying to help Christian Noir, and he's saying, get out of here. I'm gonna win this on my own, under my own merit, with my own ability.
Noir hesitated, and he paid for it. Noir got caught on that top rope.
Almost an inadvertent distraction from his own team on the floor.
And I believe Cowpoke was digging the fingernails into the flesh of Noir.
And a bite.
Look out here. This is dangerous. Noir shrugs off the champion.
Noir able to get those feet back inside the ring.
I believe Paul may have connected with the ear of the challenger that time.
Yeah, that was a big right hand, Jim.
Oh, look out.
Oh, wait a second. Chest first across the steel of that turnbuckle.
Cowpoke may be out of it. This could be Noir's chance.
That could be a broken sternum, Jim.
This could be Noir's chance to finally
Countered into the powerbomb.
shoulders down. Oh.
What are we seeing here? What a contest.
These two athletes are giving us everything they have, everything in their bodies for the Grand Championship.
Cowpoke Paul right now in firm control. Finally going to set up for that Dust Bowl DDT.
Noir shrugs him off. And again, back to the knee.
Cowpoke Paul looked his friend in the eyes and said, "I'm sorry," before going right back to that knee. Could be causing permanent damage here.
And Cowpoke exposing the knee. Cowpoke is doing whatever it takes to retain that championship. And quite frankly, at this level, that's what you have to do.
There you are. Noir. You dang sure ain't walking out the Ryse Grand Champion. Yeah.
Wow, a figure four,
In
Jim.
the center of the ring, Christian Noir is on an island, and with pain coursing through his body, Noir is going to ask himself, what is he willing to sacrifice for the Grand Championship? Noir may have to sacrifice years of his career if he wants to leave this building with the Grand Championship. Out here,
Cowpoke able to avoid disaster going over that top rope.
very precarious position.
Oh no, we've seen Cowpoke suplex to the floor like this, pulling out another tactic out of the bag that we've never seen.
Oh man, hook kick caught Cowpoke right in the face.
DDT!
And Noir ricocheted off the apron.
DDT straight onto the edge of the ring. Meg Myers now trying to get herself involved. Pegasa here as well.
I'm sorry, Ty, this is a Grand Championship match. You need to get the hell out of here.
Wait, Noir's back in the ring. But if he wins the contest like this, I don't believe the title changes hands.
And that's the heart of a champion, because Cowpoke Paul could have taken the count out to save his championship, because as you said, the title cannot change hands on a count out. This is guts, this is grit, and this is professional wrestling.
These are just straight slaps. Cutter! He's putting together a combination! Brainbuster, Jim!
Noir may have it. Noir may have the championship.
We got a new championship!
Hooks the leg. 2. No! Cowpoke survives. Cowpoke will not relinquish that title yet.
I thought we had a brand new champion right here.
Competition personified in Ryse Wrestling.
Noir put together one hell of a combination, but it wasn't enough. Could this be the kill shot?
What the hell? This is ridiculous. Nick Brown needs to get these two the hell out of here.
Nick Brown, he's sending them out right now.
We have a championship matchup. Got sandwiched.
Everybody's down now. Nick Brown was dealing with Cowpoke Paul. Christian Noir, I think, had his eyes on Pegasa when he ran in there, making sure she was getting out of here.
Back and forth here. We've got no official. We've got no official.
Big Tombstone connects.
Noir just spiked the champion. And that tells you the story, obviously. But there's no referee, so it doesn't matter.
I think when Christian Noir charged in for that splash, he had his eyes over at Pegasa. And Nick Brown did not see anything coming. Wait!
And again, there's no referee. This is irrelevant.
Small package style pinfall.
I don't know what we're going to do here. We need another official.
Second Tombstone.
Who called for the bell? Nick Brown was still out of it. Who called for it? Well, what's Chris LaRusso on the scene? Maybe we'll get some answers.
The time limit has expired. This match is a draw.
A time limit draw. A contest so evenly matched, it could not be settled in the allotted time frame, Jim.
I don't know, this is controversial. Because we saw Noir pin Cowpoke Paul for more than 3 seconds. And I don't know if Nick Brown has the power to make that sort of ruling. Well, this is controversial. That's all I can say. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Ty, but
I mean, when you see so right down the middle, this contest so evenly matched.
Your winner is still Ryse Grand Champion, Cowpoke
Ty Cross, I believe we're out of time here for this week on the Thursday Throwdown. We have more questions and we have answers, but at this point in time, Cowpoke retains the Grand Championship. It was a time limit draw. We'll see you next time on the Thursday Throwdown.
question is, why is she here?
Let us bull.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying, but you can shut up right now. No, shut up!
Both of you, stop yelling. Now imagine what you could do with that energy towards each other, towards other people. Megan, when you first started out here at Ryse, who was one of your first friends? I'll answer that for you. Me. And what do you need to succeed sometimes in new places? Friends. Now she's new here. You saw she had some fight out there. Fight like you had. And think about it. She's new. You know what she could use? Friends like us. Could you imagine her being friends with some of the other people around here and stabbing you in the back? Exactly. Now, you're right, man. I could have won. But, Cowpoke didn't beat me. I took him to his limit. Once again, he cannot beat me, so now imagine what we could do together. The three of us, here at Ryse, if we work together. Me as Ryse Grand Champion. You two, top of the women's division. And whenever LaRusso decides to dig in his pockets, and we have a brand new women's championship, that could be with us. And who knows? We could take the Ryse Ascension Championship too. And along with it, why can't we take the tag team championship? We can do so much if we're all on the same page. There's greatness. I've seen the greatness within you. Now help me get the greatness out of her. I promise you, man. Whenever I steered you wrong. You good with this Pegaso? See? Let's get out of here, because my knee is blown to shit.